question number 2. For the first time that I can remember on Tattletales, no one got the first question. So now here we are, question number 2, and it's worth $300. And ladies, if you're ready, here we go. Have the changes brought about by the women's lib movement made your life happier? That's the question. Worth $300. Have the changes brought about by the women's lib movement made your life happier? Think about that, ladies, and we'll come back and find out in just a second. Mike, we're going to start with you and Juliet. What do you think she'll say about that?
Well, I don't know about Juliet, but I don't think our life's been any happier because she doesn't believe in women's lib.
She doesn't?
No.
Because she doesn't feel that it means anything to her, because she always has been, or that she doesn't care for its approach?
No, she doesn't care for the approach.
Really?
She just... oh, I'm sorry. I think she is all for it. She wants to be catered to and be looked at as a woman.
Put on a pedestal, the old the standard, then, is what you said.
Right, the European thing. I'm sorry, I got my things mixed up.
No, you're right. That's what you said. You said that she really doesn't... It would not then make her life happier, because she doesn't...
No. You ask the question again.
I got you confused, George.
Have the changes brought about by the women's lib movement made your life happier? And I asked the ladies that question. So your answer is then no.
No.
That's right. It isn't?
No,
yes,
it isn't. No, definitely isn't.
Your answer is then yes.
You're cruel, Bert.
No. Now I'm confused. I'm really confused. You mean no, it has not made her life happier.
Please do not let this man intimidate you.
I'm sorry, Michael. You're saying no, it hasn't made her life happy, aren't you?
Counselor.
Isn't that what he's saying?
Counselor, I'm allowed to cross-examine the witness.
Would you please say it's your witness?
Yes. No, I don't think so.
Okay.
No.
Can we bring in the jury now? Can we bring in Juliet now and see what she has to say? Juliet, do you feel that the changes brought about by women's lib has made your life happier?
No, definitely not.
I have to tell you, I had Michael so turned around out here, and then I got confused, and he got it anyway, even though I tried to foul him up. I didn't really, and
no.
It really hasn't made any difference in your life, huh?
No, not at all. I'm not a women's libber. I'm sure women's libbers are going to hate me for this, but I suppose it's the business that I'm in. I don't believe there's any discrimination against women in the theater, or maybe in the executive area, but not in my business. And I don't want to be treated like a man. I don't want to be treated as an equal either. I want to be treated like a woman by a man.
Right, there you go.
I told you.
Very well said. And you have a share of the pot as well, and Michael knows what he's doing in spite of me out here. Okay, Peter, how about cricket? What's he going to say?
Well, I think that my equal but womanly partner will indeed say that although she's not an advocate, she's not a specific advocate of woman's liberation. I mean, she doesn't work for any of the various groups. I think she will indeed say, yes, her life as a human being has, which if I understand the question correctly, has improved substantially as a result of the results of the women's liberation movement.
Sort of the fallout has made things better.
That indeed the lot of the woman, the working woman, and she is a career lady.
Don't pay attention to George. You just go right ahead, Peter. I'm fascinated by
I don't even have an excuse, George.
Yeah. He has 0 on the scoreboard at the moment, too.
I think she will say, yes, her lot in life is improved.
Has been made happier by women's lib. Okay, let's bring on Cricket before I'm too old for the part. Cricket.
Hello.
Do you feel that your life has been made happier as a result of the women's lib movement?
Absolutely, yes.
That's what the man said, and you're right. Okay.
Good person.
You're absolutely right.
Yay, pimentos.
Okay, here we go, George. Now you have a chance to show your stuff.
Now, this is a very substantial question. Since I've been playing this show, I find that the questions are getting harder. This could be a divorce court.
If we're lucky. Yes.
Now, I honestly feel that women gave up their superiority when they got their equality. I honestly believe
their superiority?
That. Women have always been superior.
Is that right?
Always. Now, let me tell you what I really feel. But she knows that I have some sort of adversity about it, because just before we were married, I mean, she was marching around in boondockers and full packs and field kits with a group of women in Women's Lib.
Oh, I thought she was a Boy Scout.
And I married her, and since then, my life has changed. I wear an apron, snood. But I actually feel that she knows that I'm against it, so she'll probably say, oh, no, lying.
Right, trying to help out.
But, in fact, I really do believe that we're at the threshold of something which is helping women. And these women today are having a problem about it. I mean, it's a difficult change period. So I think really she will say yes with a sort of Let's ask her.
Yes with a I don't have yes with a on my card, but she'll say yes, so let's bring her on. All right, Lana, do you really feel that your life has been made happier by the Women's Lib movement?
We've had so many arguments about the Women's Lib movement, but I'm going to say no.
That's not what George said. He said you would say yes with a on it.
Why did you say that, George? How has it made my life happier, George?
Oh, I don't know. I just spend most of my time changing the baby now. And,
oh, no.
And when I'm not home with the Carmen curlers in my hair, and you'll come home from the office.
Sorry about that, George, but that's the way things go, and we have a split pot is what we have here. Juliet and Michael and Cricket and Peter took the $300 at halftime. Thought it change places, if you will. We'll bring the ladies out of here. While we're changing places, we'll be right back after this message for you. Come on back now. Come on, Mama. We have changed places after halftime, and we have, in fact, put the men in the back. You ready to go back there, gang?
Yep.
We have sort of a tie game, is what we have. Michael and Peter are tied. George is rooting for one of them, I think. George has a side bet on one of the guys. All right, if you're ready to go, here comes the next question worth $150. Men, you're in the middle of a disagreement with your lady. Which of you more often has to say, please let me finish? Does phrase sound familiar? You're in the middle of a disagreement with your lady. Which of you more often has to say, please let me finish? Think about that, fellas. We'll come back in a moment. Boy, I don't know about you, but that's a terrific phrase. That does come up, doesn't it? Will you let me finish? That's not what I was going to say. All right, Cricket, we'll start with you and Peter.
We have disagreements a lot. Peter will say that he says that phrase more than I do.
Peter
Trust
will
me.
say that he says
Trust
that he
me.
says.
That's what he's going to say.
Okay, I got it. Peter will say that he says
He's
he says
going to say that he says that.
Is that a fact the way it is?
That's what he's going to say, Bert.
I got the whole picture right there. All right, let's bring him on. Peter, who between you and Cricket would say that more if you're having that big disagreement? Please let me finish.
She would.
Wrong. That's not what she said, sir.
No. I didn't say that.
No. Wrong.
Too bad, because reality is that I'm the one who does most of the talking. I am the talker.
That's why you would say, let me finish.
Oh, I never thought of that.
Never thought of that myself,
Very good dawned on him. Oh, yeah. Sorry about that, Peter. Think about that. However, George now has a chance to get some money here for the blue section. What's he going to say? What does that mean? Is that the score? 0?
No, yeah, well, that's both, yeah. No, trust me, this is right. I always say, please let me finish, because he interrupts everything I say. I can't argue with him. Because I can't open my mouth.
You can't get the floor.
No, I can't get the floor.
I understand the problem. Let's bring him on now. George, you're having this disagreement now with Alana. Who is going to have to say more often, please let me finish?
My wife has to say, please don't.
That's what she said. You're right.
I'm glad you admitted it, darling.
The difference
I'm glad you admitted it.
The only difference is I say, let me finish, and she says, please let me finish.
I see. All right. Well, whatever the difference, you have a share of the pot. You're on the boards, Big George, and I'm thrilled for you. Juliet, what's Michael going to say?
I think Michael's going to say that he has to say, please let me finish. Because when I get going, I do go on.
You do go on again,
Yes,
don't you?
I do.
All right, love. You'll say that Michael will say it's you. You're the one that's more... No, he's the one that's more
He's
apt to
going to say, please let me
here we go
finish.
again. Okay, let's bring him on.
Yeah.
Michael, between you and Juliet now, you're having this terrible disagreement. Who is more apt to say more often, please let me finish?
Definitely me.
That's what the lady said. You were right. And in fact...
You see, I told you.
Juliet, Michael, and Alana and George are both right. We split that part in half, and we'll come back in a moment to see how we split all the rest of the parts on Tattletales. See you in a minute. Question. Anybody can still win the game and have won it at this point, too, many times. So we'll start with Alana and George. George, here's the question. It's for you. Which of you do you think is a better judge of character? You or Alana? Which of you do you think is a better judge of character? Okay? Think about that, fellas, and we'll come back for your answers in just a moment. We're going to start with you, Alana.
Wish I had time to think about it. I think that George is a better judge of character than I am.
Think so? Richard?
I really don't know. I don't know. I don't know whether to change it. No, I think I am, maybe. No, I'm not? Oh, okay. No, I'm not.
I should have said which one has difficulty making up their mind.
You want me to say George, right? Okay, I'm going to say George, and if we lose, it's your fault. Don't blame me. Okay,
well,
George.
There's the cop-out of the day, I'll tell you that, gang.
Yeah, I got out of that one, didn't I?
Okay,
George.
You're going to say George.
Yes.
All right, let's bring him on and find out. George, between you and Alana, who is a better judge of character?
I definitely am.
That's what the lady said. You were right. The blue section was right, too.
I do.
Okay, that's what the blue section wanted, and they got it. Cricket, what's Peter going to say?
Oh, it's me?
Yes.
It's a tough question. I think I'm a better judge of character, but Peter, I think, is going to say that he's a better judge of character.
You think
so?
You
want me? Me? Peter. Peter is going to say that I am a better judge of character.
All right. And she's sure of that. Let's bring Peter on.
Yeah.
Peter, between you and Cricket, who is the better judge of character?
Cricket, without question.
That's what the lady said. You are right. Very well done, sir.
You know me, sweetheart.
Now, George and Peter have gotten it right. Juliet, you can win the game, I think, with this one.
Well, I definitely am, and he's definitely not going to say I am. He's going to say he is.
Oh,
so
really?
I'll say he says he is.
But you know for a fact that
But
you
he
are
ain't.
anyway. That's telling it like it is. Let's bring on Michael. Michael, between you and Juliet, who is the better judge of character?
Oh, boy. Divorce court. I am.
That's what she said you'd say. You're right. Hey, gang, you're all right. We split the pot 3 ways. There it is. And there's the signal. Time is up. The banana section wins it with Juliet and Michael. We'll come back in just a second to see how much they won. Come back now. See you in a second. Rookies won it today. First time on Tattletales for the banana section. Juliet and Michael won $325. We had $1,000 for a total of $1,325. That's all we have time for. See you next time on Tattletales. Goodbye, everybody.
This is Gene Wood speaking for Tattletales. This program was edited for broadcast. This has been a Mark Goodson, Bill Codman production.